Welcome to Podcast Sound Advice, the place for up-to-date podcast tactics and trends. You'll find actionable strategies to help you grow your audience, expand your influence, and monetize your content. Join Phyllis and Kelvin for Podcast Sound Advice starting now.
Hey, welcome to Podcast Sound Advice. It's Phyllis here, and I want to talk to you today about why your podcast should also be on YouTube. Yes, that's right. For some time now, we've been advising our clients to put their podcast on YouTube. No video required. Libsyn will do that for you automatically if you link your YouTube channel to your Libsyn hosting account. We do suggest that you upload an episode graphic so that when it publishes to YouTube, it shows the title and the info for that specific episode instead of your cover image every time. Why does being on YouTube matter? Well, a couple of years ago, Edison research shared that over 40% of podcasts get listened on YouTube. Now, more recently, they shared that YouTube has become one of the biggest places where people search for podcast content. What it comes down to is that for some people, YouTube is their content app of choice for all content, not just video. And guess what, people? A couple of days ago, YouTube launched their first podcast. That's right. The show's called The Upload, The Rise of the Creator Economy, and their first episode is called Exploring How Online Creators Have Found Success. So it might seem odd for YouTube, which is a video platform, as we know, to be launching a podcast, but audio has become a bigger focus on the platform, and they're recognizing that trend and taking advantage of it. A lot of popular YouTubers have their own podcasts, and they share information that's slightly different, or in some cases exactly the same as what they share in video format. They just are providing audio only listening options for people who'd prefer to consume content that way. Last year, YouTube tells us that music video streaming was an all-time high, and they have over 77 million paying subscribers for the music part, which surprised me, honestly. So while visual elements in video, obviously, is always going to be popular, there are a lot of people who are using YouTube just to play their favorite music and listen to audio content, as we've already covered. So people want to be able to find you, and we want your show to be where anybody might be looking for you, and put yourself where your listeners can easily get access to your content. It's never been easier, and it's a great way to connect with people who use YouTube who are never going to find you in any other source. If you go to soundadvicestrategies.com/YouTube, we have a couple of videos there and some how-to information about how to connect your Libsyn account so that it can automatically publish new and upcoming episodes for you. And there's even a way to go back and publish past episodes to YouTube, things that have already gone live before you linked up your account. If you don't host with Libsyn, there's also a short video there to show you an easy way to change your MP3 audio file to an MP4 video file so that you could upload that and put it on YouTube right away. If you'd like some help with your audio content and converting it over to YouTube strategy, let us know. You can always reach out with any questions to podcast@Sound Advice Strategies. If you found this episode on YouTube helpful, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to share more great information with you over there. And if you're an Apple Podcast person, well, a 5-star rating and review is also always appreciated. So, video content, audio content, it's all the same. Make sure it's where your listeners can find you. And thanks for being here. Until next time, happy podcasting.
That's our wrap for this episode. We hope you found today's sound advice helpful. Let us know what you think by leaving us a review. You can get more resources at podcastsoundadvice.com. Until next time.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM. Women's voices amplified.